Part 3, wrist supination. I'm your host, Jesse Swear, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, SilverSneaker Flex instructor. Find out more about me, visit my website, www.jesseswear.com. This is the most advanced part of a wrist supination, and whatever I do here, you can definitely take to the gym and continue to work on strengthening that wrist and trying to mitigate shoulder discomfort by removing the shoulder from doing the exercises that you want to partake in. Now, in the past, I've shown you this simple wrist supination where I use a coffee table or this end table and I just get my hand nice and flat, my wrist hangs off the edge, and my thumb is nice and up in a neutral position. And then I just kind of roll it into pronate and I rolled into supination. Or I just stay in neutral position and rolled into supination. In part 2, we've added something that had a little more girth to it, make you have to use the grip a little bit more, and it's just a rolled up hand towel, and all I do is roll into for pronation and then into supination, or I keep it in neutral and roll it into supination. The key of both of those is to keep that wrist nice and tight so there's no bend or flex where you're getting greater discomfort or harming that carpal tunnel or even engaging the shoulder by having to try to roll that wrist into position. Now, the hardest one and the more advanced is grabbing a lightweight dumbbell. It could be 1 pound, 2 pounds. You could work yourself up to 5 like myself. You could even go higher once that wrist gets much stronger. And again, I'm doing the exact same thing where I'm having my wrist hang over that end table, that coffee table, that kitchen countertop. And all I'm going to do is stay in that neutral position, and then I'm going to roll into supination, that wrist supination. Back to neutral, back into wrist supination, back into neutral, back into wrist supination, keeping the anterior delt out of this position. Now, you can always go to pronated position. Anterior deltoid gets involved just a little bit as you start rolling and then roll it back. The real key, again, if you go and do this exercise with added weight, is you want to keep that wrist nice and tight, and you do not want to roll to this position and then it drops like this or drops like this and you get that bend. You want to keep it firm, like there's a pin in there, and all it's doing is rolling back and forth where that wrist does not bend. That's how you properly do a wrist supination, and that's 3 different ways that you can do the wrist supination, from a beginner to a more advanced to a really, really advanced individual, right? An expert by doing these exercises. Peace, my friends, and subscribe.